Monday here on Top Rope Nation, episode 250. As we said, it was myself and Kyle reviewing Backlash, but at the end of the show, I guess it was actually about halfway through, there was some exclusive news revealed about Roman Reigns by our own Mr. Kyle Ross. And, it was coming out, it was being revealed that at the time, Roman had signed a new contract. Various reports from various outlets were saying he was going to be working less dates. At the time, most people assumed that that was less house show dates. And he was being pulled from some house show advertising at the time. But we here on Top Rope Nation said, no, it goes further than that. In fact, Roman Reigns will be working less television and less premium live events moving forward. And that was first reported here on Top Rope Nation. To the best of my knowledge, nobody else had put that out there. And then within about a couple, 24, 48 hours, it came out that yes, indeed, Roman was going to be taking a break from television this summer. And then it came out today that Roman will not be working Hell in a Cell, which, Kyle, was something that you had speculated about way back on Monday. So take it from here, Mr. Ross. What's going on with Roman Reigns?
More questions than answers, I think, right now. But let's see if we can put the pieces of the puzzle together, the three of us. We're smart individuals. I think we could figure this out. So, as you said, Ryan, Fightful noted today that Reigns is no longer being advertised for Hell in a Cell. He's off the poster. That does not mean he's not going to be on the card, I suppose. Although Meltzer said he's not going to be on the card, and pulling him from the poster, you would assume, means he's not going to be there. And why I thought he wouldn't be on that show, we talked about this on the Backlash recap, is you look at the summer schedule of premium live events, that's clearly the least important one. They're running 3 stadium shows the rest of the summer. The 2 in July, Money in the Bank in Vegas, SummerSlam in Nashville, and then over the pond in Cardiff, the big Labor Day weekend show. So that's why I kind of speculate, all right, it kind of makes sense that Hell in a Cell would be the one that he's missing. That show's in Chicago on June 5th. And that's a show Forbidden Door, by the way, already smoked at the box office. So maybe they're kind of waving the white flag on the Chicago market. I don't know. That might be just me taking an unnecessary pot shot. But
last I saw, about 1,500 tickets were available still for Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that's less than I thought. Because how many did they put on sale, though? I thought they only had like 8,000 out.
Current capacity. Last update I saw, current capacity was just over 11,000, and they had sold about 9,600. That was courtesy of WrestleTix.
Okay, so you've checked the latest update then. Now, what's interesting, Dave Meltzer was the first to note, and you kind of touched on this, Ryan. This was about 24 hours after I think you published our show. Reigns was not being advertised for anything from June 19th through Labor Day. So there's that. Here's, I think, what everyone needs to be thinking about. Very obvious, Reigns is missing time this summer. That is not up for debate. I mean, I saw some people questioning Meltzer. Stop it. Okay, he's missing time this summer. It's in the contract. He's got a reduced schedule. Again, think Lesnar, think Hogan in 97, that kind of thing. But how much time he's missing and which premium live events remains to be seen. And there's confusion over why he's missing this time, right? Like Meltzer, I think on Wrestling Observer Radio said, I don't know if he's making a movie or something. Mm-hmm. But here's some food for thought, guys. And let's take this a step further. Let's grab the ball and run with it a little bit. Might it just be in his contract that he only has to work a select amount of TV and premium live events? Okay, we think it is. And if that's the case, I've heard no one mention this yet. Isn't Reigns getting time off from TV and premium live events a strong likelihood, not just this summer, but for the duration of this new deal? And we're going to be seeing this for the next couple of years.
Yes, 100%. Mm-hmm. There's no way that this is just some sort of one-off Roman Reigns summer vacation.
Roman goes wild, yeah. Summer 2022.
This is a young man summer vacation. That was a good Ice Cube song. Here's what I don't think a lot of people know here. Reigns had been looking for fewer dates for a long time. Obviously, it's not like he woke up one morning and was like, oh, my contract's up. I wonder what that means. What I can get. Like, this was something, obviously, they were hammering this home. And I teased this a little bit on Backlash. If you go back, and Justin actually just made a really good point, which kind of destroys my argument a little bit. But if you go back into the archives here, Top Rope Nation, around late January, around the Royal Rumble, I really was pushing the idea. I'm like, I think Brock Lesnar might beat Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it was because of some of the rumors I was hearing about Roman wanting time off after Mania. Now, Justin, like I said, you just made a good point. It's not like Brock Lesnar showing up on TV every week.
No, but the counter is that I think he's proven that you just throw some money at him and he'll show up. If you need an extra date out of him, here's a little bonus. Yeah.
What is the most time as champion Lesnar was off TV? That's a very. I realize I'm putting us all on the spot. I don't know the answer to that question.
I would have to look that up. Yeah.
When he was champion in like 2014, 2015. Leading into WrestleMania 31, we're bringing that up again. I feel in like the fall, he was gone for a while because he beat Cena at SummerSlam. And I think, did they have like an immediate rematch?
Yes, at Night of Champions.
And then I feel he didn't work again till like the Rumble. Did he miss like 3?
I think you're right.
So
yep.
14 into you're talking 14 into 15.
Yeah, so like the last 3 months of 2014, was he on TV at all?
He worked SummerSlam, like you said. Yeah, they had the return match at Night of Champions, and then he wasn't back till the Rumble when he worked Cena and Rollins. And then after that, he next worked at Mania 31.
Okay, so he missed 3 months as champion. And that was at the time they only had one champion. They had not gone back to the brand split at that point.
Yeah, just over 4 months. Yeah, September 21st to January 25th. Crazy.
And I wonder if he was even on TV at all. If it was sparingly.
Yeah.
But
basically, he defended the title once from September until March, and that was the Rumble match. That was it.
In a 3-way. Yeah.
Yeah. 6-month period.
Jesus.
Yeah, so this is actually not unprecedented. We talked about this. You know, you go back to, not just using Lesnar example, Hogan in 97, there was like a 3-month period. He wasn't on any pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what we're kind of looking at here. But what do you think about Frank's question? Do you think WWE was aware of or had an inkling? Okay, we're going to put the title on Roman. We're going to unify the titles on Roman at WrestleMania. But he could be out for a while. Do you think that was in the back of their mind? I mean, this couldn't have just crept up on him, Roman's demands.
No, I'm sure some conversations had to be happening at the time. Now, Roman getting both belts on the flip side would seemingly give him a little leverage in those negotiations. So it depends how they approach this. But I'm sure those conversations were happening. Like you said, I remember you talking off air about it at the time, that Roman telling me one-on-one that Roman was looking for less dates. So this has gone back a while, as you said.
When do we think this deal was made official? It feels like it was made official after WrestleMania, but before Backlash. And that bizarre thing with him being put on Backlash last minute and them canceling the unified tag team title match, that had to be a fallout of the contract, right?
Like they saw where the contract was going. It's like, oh, we need to get him on a quote unquote.
Yeah, like where they agreed to it. Like they agreed to it. It's like, oh fuck. We're like, all right, he won.
Yeah.
Like we played poker with this guy. He's not budging. He's only doing this many dates. And we're just gonna, we're gonna rush him on this.
On the old contract. Get another date out of him.
You're right, because it would seem odd to burn a date on the new contract right off the rip on a nothing show for a 6-man.
Yeah,
right.
That doesn't make any sense. That had to have been on the old contract.
Because we're saying he has a number he has to work, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming he has a set date, like a set number. Like I'm only working this much TV, this many premium live events. Now,
yes.
If Reigns was able to do a deal where he got to go over at Mania with these terms, or before dictating what he wanted his new schedule to be, then more power to him. I mean, my hat's off.
Kidding.
If he was able to pull this off, he's like, oh, you should win. Like, I'll be around, whatever. Oh, yeah, now that I've got both belts, guess what? I only want to work this much, and you're fucked. Because who are you going to have beat me?